Hey everyone, CVS is one of my favorite places to shop for things. However, it's not because they have the best prices, because they're kind of actually pricey. I think that they may be one of the priciest pharmacies around. But for those of us who are couponers and for those of us who are extreme savers, CVS is actually the best place to shop at. Why? Because they do give you coupons like this. You know that red coupon machine that you find in every CVS store? When you join the extra care programs, you get coupons like this. In addition to that, you also get coupons like this one where you get, like in this example, $5 off when you buy something that's $20 or more, right? Um, but if you do it right and you use all those coupons with manufacturer coupons and sales and things like that, you come out ahead and you pay just like this one person here, basically nothing. The thing is that the CVS coupons at some point they stop. I don't know why that happens. I've had this happen to me twice. And the first time that it happened to me, I just went ahead and got a new card because I couldn't figure out like why this happened. I googled it, I searched everywhere, I talked to other couponers, and basically I was just told that, it just happens, right? Well, the thing is that after I got my first card, I didn't like it because it took me a long time to get a shopping history, which is how CVS gives you tailored coupon specific to your shopping habits. It took me a long time to kind of get back to the high value coupons and for me to get the coupons that are specific to the things I buy. And I never really quite got up to it. So the second time that it happened, I said, I'm going to figure out how to do this because I can't keep getting a new card every time I stop getting CVS coupons. And so this video is about how you can get CVS coupons again. Welcome to my channel. This is Saving with Talis. Before I go on, I'd like to ask that you subscribe to my channel so you can get alerted to more savings. And then in addition to that, if you like the video, leave a comment with some message, not just for me, but for other people who are also in the same situation that I was in and that you are in now, because that's probably the reason why you're watching this video. So with further ado, let's continue our video. Okay, so one of the things that I started looking at is why I wasn't getting coupons. The thing is that if you stack them with manufacturer coupons and other coupons apps and whatever CVS ends up giving you, you walk away with a fantastic deal. And in some cases, you pay like next to nothing. So what I did is I kept looking and looking and I figured out how to get it. I actually was able to get not a new card and I still get the coupons that I want or that I need from CVS. So I'm going to go ahead and just explain some of the things that you can do. There are 10 different things that you can do. I divided my post, which is at savingwithtalis.com. And if you want to read it, all you have to do is Google, did you stop getting CVS coupons again? 10 things that you can do to get them again. Or you can just go straight to my website, Saving with Talis. So the first thing that you have to do, and it's kind of like common sense, but you have to make sure that you do it because you got to dot all your I's and cross all your T's to make sure that this happens, right? So the first thing is to verify your account. And here I have a little excerpt too of how you can combine Hypothec coupons with CVS to get extra savings. So the first thing that you got to do is you go to your CVS app or your account basically. Once you go to your account, you verify that you are subscribed to emails. But that's not the end of it though. You have to make sure that you're from your end, you are subscribed to get emails, but then also, number two, you also contact CVS Support because you got to make sure to see what that they have your account settings properly and that you are set up to get emails. You can't kind of don't take it for granted. Just assume that, I was getting it before, because that's what I did. I was getting it before. I stopped getting them and then I looked at what my settings were and I contacted CVS. Now, in my case, the second time that I stopped getting CVS coupons, my settings were fine, and CVS confirmed that their were the same as mine. I was set up to get emails and other CVS coupons through the app as well, and then the red coupon machine. The thing is that you have to make sure, because something may have happened from their end and it changes the settings. So I included in my website the phone number that you can call so that you can reach out to them and find out and make sure that the settings are correct and that you are scheduled to get emails and other coupons. Now, once you do that, the other thing that you can do is go to CVS, the app, and uninstall it if you already have it, and then reinstall it. But when you do that, you make sure that you use the same email that you registered with. The reason why you do that is because sometimes the system sort of recognizes that you are already registered and it may reset it. So that's definitely something that's worth trying. Um, Once you do that, another thing that you can do is number 4, HIPAA and CVS is another thing that I found that is also related to getting CVS coupons. Most of the time, we don't think about HIPAA and CVS, but the HIPAA is the same form that you fill out when you go to the your doctor. It's a privacy authorization that allows CVS Pharmacy to record the prescription earnings of each person who joins the Extra Care Pharmacy and Health Rewards program. And that is tied to your Extra Care card. So this is why you have to make sure that the HIPAA form is up to date. Now, one of the things that I found in the website in CVS is that it is valid for 5 years. Don't take that for granted, because when I looked at mine, it had expired already and it was less than 5 years. So I put in here a link that you can go to. When you click this link, you have to sign in, and then it'll pull up the CVS Extra Care, and then just type in this link in the very top if you don't find it. But you can search within CVS also the HIPAA authorization, and it'll pull it up. And what that will do is it will make sure that your settings are up to date and that your form is signed. That's one of the things that's really important. I found this little blurb on CVS that in order for the to renew the HIPAA authorization, you will have to have a prescription bottle or your prescription history pulled up online so that you can then enter the RX number from the previous prescription, and also the store number. Most of the time when we get done with a CVS or any kind of prescription, I don't keep the bottle, but in this case it may be worth at least maybe taking a snapshot so that when you do need this, you have something that you can enter rather than having to go and figure out how you're going to get a refill or the information that you need. So just go to this link and it'll pull up the authorization, but you have to be signed into your pharmacy program in order to be able to find it. Now, the next thing that you can also do is relates to prescription. Think about the fact that CVS is a pharmacy, and so the main purpose of the pharmacy is for people to fill a prescription. And so this is something that you can do to trigger getting CVS coupons again. Now, one of the things that may be a little difficult is that not everybody, well, your insurance, for example, may not use CVS. And if that's the case, maybe trying those medicines that are behind the counter that are like, for example, high doses of Sudafed. In other words, you can't really get that Sudafed in the aisle. You have to go behind the counter in the pharmacy. So maybe if you're not able to get a prescription at CVS, maybe getting something that's behind the counter and then paying at the pharmacy may trigger something in relation to a prescription. If you're one of the lucky people that never get sick, although this is being recorded during the COVID period, the COVID-19 epidemic, it's a lot of people are going to be getting what do you call it, vaccines, so maybe that can trigger it. Okay, but filling a prescription at CVS is one of the main things that you can do to get CVS coupons again. Now, let's take a little note here as to why the Extra Care and the Pharmacy Rewards program, the two work together. I really kind of wondered, like, are they connected? And as you see here, it is really important because the two of them are connected. CVS gives exclusive coupons based on your purchase history. So you can even see that this is true, because when you log into the cvs.com and you go to the pharmacy option in that page, you can list all your past purchases, all your history, and this indicates that they are linked, right? So another thing that I also found and within CVS is that you also, based on your household, the extra care and pharmacy rewards health programs are also linked. And this is just an example of what they say here. But what this means is that when you first join, your pharmacy record will load onto your extra care number, and that number kind of gets linked to your extra care account. So it is necessary for you to kind of link both of them, and then after you join, your contact information will be used to communicate between the extra care pharmacy and the health rewards program, and the two work together, and that's how you end up getting also extra care bucks whenever you fill a prescription. So filling a prescription is related to the extra care rewards program. Okay. um, Now, the other thing that you can also do is take a break, taking a break from CVS. And what that means is, for example, that you don't scan the red coupon machine or use the app, and just kind of just completely take a break. Now, this is a technique that works not just for CVS, but it works with any kind of merchant, where you basically just kind of stay away for like a couple of weeks. And I know it's really hard because it's, those coupons, you kind of get used to getting things for free or paying very little at CVS. But once you take a break, the merchants, including CVS, will take note, and they will start sending you information, coupons, and other things. So I suggest that one of the things to do is to take a break. Now, here's another trick: shopping. But the thing is that you sort of basically put an item in your shopping cart, but you do not buy it. And so this triggers something in CVS saying like, hey, this person wanted to shop something for something, and maybe they forgot it in the cart. And so they want you to complete that transaction. And what they will do is they'll start sending you an email or a message like, hey, you were shopping and you didn't complete your transaction. And so you kind of ignore it the first time. And so eventually, a lot of the times, what will happen, not a guarantee, but it happens most of the time, they will send you a coupon or a message or something like a discount offer so that you can complete the transaction and purchase the item that you left in the shopping cart. Number 8. Number 8 is making sure that CVS is part of your contact. So make sure that CVS is in your phone book. The reason for this is that sometimes they may be sending you information, but it just goes directly to your spam folder. Now, sometimes, depending on the kind of phone that you have or the setting that you have on your phone and your contacts, your spam folder gets deleted. And it's something that's automatic. I know that was happening to one of my phones with a contact that I did not know was sending me information, and it was just going to the spam folder. But my spam folder was somehow set up so that it automatically decides who is spam and deletes it. So one of the things that I suggest is make sure that the CVS contact is in your phone book. And here I have some really helpful organizers for couponers. And anyway, so this, you can look at my website and see like some of the things that are available. I use something like this, and then I also have one like this. Okay. Number 9, surveys. What this relates to is that sometimes when you buy something at CVS will send you a survey to see how happy you were with the whole shopping experience at CVS. If you do get one, make sure that you fill it out. Usually you will get something like this, a survey after filling a prescription, but sometimes you may, for example, buy something at the pharmacy, and not necessarily a pharmacy product, but a prescription, but they'll send you a survey. They also do that whenever you buy certain things at random. The thing is that when you get one, make sure that you fill it out, because that will signal to CVS that you are somebody that they can rely to whenever they want information about how their shopping experience is. Very often CVS will reward you with extra care bucks. So make sure that if you get one, make sure that you fill it out. Number 10. Now, I put this one in here as a last resource because you can always get a new CVS card. Now, for me, this is not what I wanted because I didn't want to go through the hassle of having to redo my shopping history so that I would get the proper coupons. So, as I wrote this though, I was going through this whole thing of filling out my HIPAA authorization for a third time and then renewing a prescription, and that's what I was able to do. And so which step worked for me? The final step, what worked for me was number 4 and number 5. Once I renewed my HIPAA information and then I filled the prescription, right away I started getting coupons. This coupon that I have here is something that I received a couple of times after I filled out both the prescription and the HIPAA. I hope that this video helps you in getting CVS coupons again. You have 10 different choices of what you can do. If there's one that works for you, please leave a comment so that other people can see. And you can also go to my website, savingwithtalis.com. You can go and start here, where it will give you information about the kinds of things that I post and that I write about. But then also search for CVS coupons so that you can get all the links that I mentioned below. I also will write in the description a link to my website. I hope that you subscribe to my channel, Saving with Talis, and make sure that you subscribe and share the video. Thanks for watching.